So an interesting anecdotal thing that I was talking to my colleague about while we were on our humanitarian trip to Mexico was this. A lot of the older folks that we were testing had trouble hearing, but they were really, really cognitively present. And I turned to her and I was like, what is this? Because a lot of times when people get to that age, they can't hear, and they also have trouble making sense of the world. A lot of times they're losing their short-term memory. And we were talking about it for a bit, and the thing we noticed about the communities that we saw, even though they were not very well off, was that they were really tight-knit, and the elders were embedded in these social circles with their extended families, with their kids and their grandkids. Which means that they were forced to socialize more and to respond and interact with people more. And I can tell you, as other audiologists can tell you, that around the time of COVID, we saw a rapid decline in cognition with many of our patients, like more than normal. And the connection there is that they were isolated from their families and their friends and their communities. And their hearing losses further exacerbated that isolation and in general exacerbates social connection and human connection. The less we hear, the less likely we're going to engage, the less likely we'll feel confident in being around people and confidently responding to them when they speak to us. It all sounds really straightforward, but when you wrap it up all together, when people are talking about the connection between cognition and hearing loss, this is one of the factors. All this to say that if you've noticed a sharp decline in your parents' or grandparents' memory, how isolated are they? When was the last time they had their hearing tested and addressed? Do they feel confident sitting in social situations and talking with friends and family? A lot of our parents and grandparents have so much pride in getting themselves independently to where they've gotten to in life, and sometimes hearing loss or showing a deficiency is a pride thing. So just being a gentle and kind supporter in that journey is what they need. Hey, let's start with a hearing test. Let's get that taken care of. Instead of blowing it up into a big, bad problem, let's start with a hearing test. Hope this helps.